Hi, welcome. Welcome to this week's live on the power of your voice, even in a whisper. So, I still have a slight croak in my voice. I'm not quite sure why. And last week, funnily enough, I spoke about the voice and I had lost my voice. So, how funny is that? And maybe it's the universe telling me to show you that actually, so I've lost my voice is a bit croaky, but it doesn't matter. And so last week I started talking about how with our voice is like an energetic frequency of us. Um, our voice extends beyond us, right? So for some of us, our voice is something that we really hold back on. Now, it might be because literally we don't like the sound of our voice, or perhaps our voice reveals we've come from a certain class or a certain country and we feel slightly embarrassed about it, right? We've all got certain feelings and thoughts and perceptions around where we're from, and in a positive or negative way. And our voice, the minute we open our mouth, it's going to be revealed, right? So this is about how if we are not confident with our voice, then it might make us hold back from expressing our thoughts and our ideas. So if we're not feeling confident about our voice, first of all, we know it's because of this. This is telling us something about how our voice doesn't sound nice. Our voice it reveals where we're from. We might be feeling afraid of what others will think about what we say. We might be feeling afraid about how our ideas will go down. All sorts of things can play around here that prevent us from fully expressing ourselves. Now, if our thoughts are in our head stopping us, that means our thoughts are stuck here and we need to let them come down into our body. When our thoughts get out here, immediately, when you think about it, if you're stuck in your head, when you try and express something, all the energy is up here. You might feel tight around here. Your voice might either be very quiet or subdued. It might come out slightly squeaky or croaky. You might speak too fast out of nervousness. Just stop, not being able to slow down. And when you're speaking fast, it means that you're breathing very fast and you're hyperventilating probably, and you're getting nervous and you're speaking faster and faster. And it's just like, okay, just take a breath, slow it down a bit, take some breaths to calm yourself. The moment you extend your exhalation, you start to tap into your parasympathetic, your rest and digest system. Okay, so when our thoughts are in our mind and they're not in our body, if our thoughts are up here, it means our whole body is tense. We're disconnected. When our body is more open and relaxed and more flexible, okay, we're not up here. We're not operating from this place. Already we're not going to be anxious and we're not going to be speaking too fast. Now, it's the same thing with our emotions. If we're feeling very emotional, there's going to be a lot going on here. It might play out with other things that manifest in pain, tension, other things that play out in our body. But the emotions, our feelings, and our thoughts, it's all connected. It's all connected. And so our emotions are also held in our body. If whatever emotion we've got in our body, it's going to be reflected in the way we project our voice or not. But the theme of today's live is about how our voice has power, even if you're whispering, because it's not as we know, or of course, ideas are important. And of course, we want to be able to articulate them well and be clear. But it's, as a salesperson will probably tell you, it's not what you say so much as how you say it. Now, for those of you who need to sell yourself or sell your services or, just get your ideas across to others in a meeting, to a group of important people, whatever you say, a lot of it will come down to how you say it, whether you say it with confidence. If you're confident about what you say, you don't have to overextend yourself. You don't have to over-explain yourself. You just have to express what you mean, express what you want to say, but from a place of calmness and from a place of where everything, all your emotions, it's all there. It's all being supported by your body. So we have a voice box here. We also have a diaphragm that controls how much oxygen comes into our thoracic area. Our diaphragm also is connected to our heart. So and our diaphragm is also connected to our main, is connected to everything, connected to our nervous system. Our diaphragm connects around the back to our spine, to our nervous system, to our main vagal nerve. It's all connected. Everything connects. So when we breathe properly and we allow our diaphragm to flex, everything gets massaged. We start to feel a calmness, and your voice will start to just drop a bit. It'll just slow down. It'll just calm a bit. It'll just have more support. Because our voice, if you think about it, is the sound that comes out of our body. Now, if you think about our body being an instrument, our instrument has to be well tuned. It has to be taken care of. It has to have space. Just like if you play a flute, there's that lovely analogy of the spaciousness in the flute for the sound to come out. So our body is really like an acoustic box. And the more healthy we keep it, the more clear and resonant our voice will be. And if we are feeling supported and grounded through our body with our ideas, it's like we're giving our ideas a foundation. We are giving everything that we say and express the foundation of us, right? Even if what we're saying goes against the grain of what everyone else is saying, even if we're not quite sure how what we'll say will go down. We might actually be about to say something that we know might not be accepted very well at all. It won't go down easily. But the way we express it, what we will say will be received very differently. So, first of all, we have to accept and receive it within ourselves. We have to allow our whole body to be on board. Our body and our head have to be on board for the sound to emerge, for ideas to flow so that they're not stuck, for our emotions to be calm, for our breath to move through our body. And I don't have to be speaking very loudly. And I don't have to be saying very much. We also know sometimes that when we practice the pause, it not only gives us a reset and lets everything settle, it lets whatever we want to say also be received and settle. So I can be speaking quite quietly, but if what I say has resonance, if what I say is important, if I'm taking you on a journey with my story, with my ideas, you will lean in and listen in to what I have to say. And that has nothing to do with your accent, your volume. It comes from having this grounded presence. The grounded presence comes from deep within you. And it comes from feeling fully supported, so that no matter what happens, it's kind of like a plant in the wind, a strong, resilient plant, perhaps something like bamboo, which never stops growing. It can be flexible. You might get buffered. You might get rebuffed. But you can just flow around it. And your continual certainty and belief in you can be, it can call people in to your cause. It can be intriguing. It might be even magnetic, depending on what you're saying, why, the situation, your own certainty within yourself. So I'm going to end this little mini live today with a fun kind of exercise. Now, if you are a yoga purist, if you are a purist yogi, then I'm going to apologize in advance, because what I'm going to suggest you do is kind of bastardizing the traditional ways of being. I'm sort of saying it in jest, I hope, because I hope no one would be offended, but I'm just covering myself just in case, okay? So if you've ever done any yoga or chanting or meditation, you may be familiar with the sound of Om, the universal sound, the primal cosmic sound, the sound of the universe. And Om can be spelt O-M, or it can be spelt A-U-M. And it tends to be that the R is more open, U rises, and then the means that you go up to like this universal consciousness. Okay, Om is this sound, the universal consciousness. What I want to ask you to do is do a sounding through your body to help you ground, to help you to hear your voice and the sound of it through your body. But what we're going to do is do an Om. Okay, wow, I actually feel tall here because look, my head's getting cut off. I'm not very tall. Whoops. What we're actually going to do is do an Om, but we're going to do it in reverse. Okay, so we're going to do an R. The R opens your chest. We did this at the end of last week. I asked you to do an R to open your chest. And then with your hands to help you to visualize, to help you sort of imagine, for those of you who aren't very visual, using the body is, our body is moving art anyway, right? Our body is moving art, but I'm using my hands and arms here to help you to move the energy and move your intention, so that we can just go down. Ooh, no, sorry. Ah, so A-U-M, and with the M, you do this humming, but the invitation is you to bring the hum into your body. And imagine and visualize that goes down through your body, through your torso, through your pelvis, through your thighs, your knees, your shins, your calves, and it goes all the way down into your feet. So it's an ah, om. You can just do an om, but this is more expressive because you have the ah, you have the oo, and you have the om. And I invite you to practice doing this and see if you can start to feel the om vibrating through your feet. So what that really means is it will start to vibrate through your bones. Our bones are living tissue. Our bones carry our fear. That's why, our bones we feel it in our bones. When something's really amiss, we feel it in our bones. That's where the expression comes from, right? We feel the cold in our bones. When something really gets to you, it gets into your bones, which is the very core of you. And in the center of our bones is our bone marrow, which is where our living cells are formed. And so what we're doing is inviting that vibration to go deep within us, deep into our bony structure, deep into the core of our being. So grounding the sound down, all the way down through our feet. And then if you're able to do that, or you might have to practice more than once, go down into your feet and then continue to do the om, and imagine the om traveling from your feet down through into the ground beneath you. Okay. You might want to take some deep breaths to rest in between. Do that a few times. See if that helps you to vocalize and find your voice. At the same time, it'll help you to just ground through your body into your feet. It'll help you get out of here. And the invitation also is for you to just move your body a bit. It's always good to move it, to relax, to shake it up, stretch, open. A few seconds, anything is better than nothing. Okay, so I'm going to be doing a really fun, but it's going to be powerful, it's going to be playful, fun, because we're going to move and we're going to dance and shake, and we're going to use our voices on the 3rd of September. Lead from your body, unlock your visionary voice. I hope you can join. DM me for the link if you need to. I've got a voice practice. I've got a few practices I've been creating. DM me voice, or if you have another ailment like overthinking, anxiety, tension, just DM me or comment below something that I might just have a practice for you for. It could be on disconnection. It's all about coming home to our body, reconnecting to ourselves. When we have this grounded support within ourselves, we get the courage and the energy and the fire and the inspiration, and we can go out there and do great things. So I hope you enjoyed this live today. Do comment below thoughts, feedback, requests, voice for the link and the practice. Have a great rest of your day and see you soon.